Hello, gentlemen, and welcome to yet another episode of the Gentlemen's Club. I am your host, Marc.antomattei, and in today's episode, I got just about the most obscure Japanese whiskey that you're ever going to lay eyes on, at least until I find the next one of its kind just like it. But at the moment speaking, like I said, this is the most obscure Japanese whiskey that I've ever found. So I went inside my usual spot. It's called Aeon Shopping Mall. And there's a big grocery store and an international food market inside of this grocery store in Japan. And inside of that international section is a very big whiskey section. Pretty adequate in size for all of your needs. Enough to keep me busy for the next couple of years if I wanted to try everything that they have. But anyways, to make a long story short, I found this single solitary bottle of this weird whiskey sitting on the shelf called Misago. And it says it's blended whiskey matured in oak barrel. 40% ABV, and this is a 700 milliliter bottle. So I found this strange bottle, just this solitary one by itself on the shelf. And the price was about 1,400 yen with the tax included, which is about 14 US bucks. Trying to find this on the internet to find out any information that I possibly can about the distillery or anything about this whiskey almost turns up nothing in a Google search result. I found one website in English called Decanta. Let me see if I can open this right now. And decanta.com, and it's a store and it's in English, and they're trying to sell this whiskey for nearly 200 bucks to whoever's going to buy this inside the United States or international. It says delivery in 7 to 10 working days. So I guess they deliver this international. And the description for this on this Decanta website says, the Masago whiskey is a new blended release by the Southern Alps Wine and Beverage Company from Yamanashi Prefecture. The palate brings a fruity sweetness and creamy malt, making it surprisingly smooth. Try one of Japan's newest, most affordable whiskey ranges. At 14 bucks is pretty affordable, but for you, if you have to pay 200 bucks, I would say that you're getting ripped off for a no-age statement, such as this one that has no reputation behind it. All right, 40% ABV. There's nothing else listed about this. I found somebody had made a YouTube video. It was in Japanese, of course. The YouTube name is Hagitaka. And he didn't have much to say about it either, other than what's written here on the bottle, just the same information that I know, but only he presented his in Japanese and within 2 minutes. Another thing about this whiskey, I thought maybe it was some old stock from an independent distiller that has been sitting on the shelf for Lord knows how long, because if you look at the neck, this is unopened, by the way. This has never been opened before. You can see that the whiskey only comes up to the neckline and then it stops. More oftentimes than not, you're going to find whiskey filling up the neck at least a little bit more than that. But that's surprising. So one thought that I had today was that possibly, maybe this has been sitting on the shelf for so long that maybe some of this evaporated somehow. But then doing a little bit of Google image searches for this whiskey, I can see that that's not the case, that when they bottle it, they only fill it up that much. Somehow I feel a little bit cheated, like that's not exactly 700 milliliters, but we'll leave it at that. And did I find anything else about this? Mostly just images on Instagram or nothing too special. All right. So we're going to open this for the first time. Let's go ahead and move this thing out of the way. And we're going to try this. So all the information that you know about it is everything that I just told you thus far. I don't want to fill it up quite to the double level. I'm going to fill it up to the single level because I don't know how good this is going to be. If I fill it up too much, I might be surprised at how terrible it is, and then I might just pour the rest down the sink. We'll give it a shot. Metal screw top. There it is, the Misago blended whiskey. Blended with what? I don't know, but okay. Unusual smell. Pleasant unusual smell, I don't know. Slight ethanol in this no age statement whiskey. Smells a little bit like grapefruit. A little bit of ethanol. And that's about it. Ooh. Oh. That's a mixed bag. Because while it's on the tongue, it's not that bad. You'll be pleasantly surprised. As soon as you finish it, a little bit of bite on the throat. But that's not a spicy bite. That's more like a... It wasn't that pleasant, just to say the least. A little bit sweet, a little bit vanilla. Nice kick to it inside that finish. Creamy and malty. Smells a little bit like some type of oak. Who knows what this was matured in or what it was blended with, but the smell of some slight wood inside of there. Let's go back for round two. On the tongue is just not too busy. When you swallow it, you can kind of feel everything being concentrated inside of your nose, inside of your sinuses. A little bit weird feeling. I don't know what to say about this. It's not bad for 1,400 yen. For around this price and a little bit less, I've definitely had worse from some more top tier brands, such as Suntory. But this is the most independent Japanese whiskey that I've ever seen before. And for what it is coming from an independent, who knows how big their operation is. No information about this distillery anywhere on the internet other than just is located in Yamanashi, which is quite close to Tokyo prefecture, but I don't know what more to say about this one. Just some So for their operation, you're thinking this is very small size. They did quite well with what they can do. But if you're expecting more along the lines of this same price range from another more well-known distillery, you're not getting that quality. Is it passable? If you ever came to Japan and you seen this, should you buy it? Well, I would say if $14 is all you had inside of your pocket, no. Because a little bit more than $14 or just around $15 will get you this one right here, the Fuji Sanroku, which is a much better whiskey. In fact, much more pleasant on the nose. Much more to offer on the tongue. Much more to offer on the finish. Overall, this is a better whiskey. Why waste any money on this at all? It was nice to try just for my experimentation purposes and for my review purposes. It warrants me as a YouTuber about whiskey to purchase and to try this at least even once. It was worth the price. But just as an average consumer that appreciates whiskey, if you go into the store and you just so happen to have found this, or you come through Japan by any means and you find this, I would say don't bother with it. But other than that, for what it is and for the price, it's passable. And I'll leave it at that. Anyways, gentlemen, I would like to say thank you for watching this very quick review over the Masago blended whiskey matured in oak. And there you have it. The Misago blended whiskey. Anyways, gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more reviews such as this one. Salute to you. And until next time, gentlemen, keep it classy.